Hey there guys, so today I am super excited to try out this new recipe. I've seen a ton of people on YouTube, Pinterest, blogs, like literally everywhere on the internet right now. For some reason, people are talking about aquafaba, which is a weird sounding word that at first I was kind of confused, and then in, I believe it was a Nikki Lima video, she said something which made complete sense and clarified everything, because aquafaba literally means bean water. Aqua, water, faba, bean. So it makes a lot more sense now why this mysterious magical liquid in the can of specifically, but I don't know exclusively, chickpea canned beans can do like everything. And also so can chickpeas, as I have learned also from her videos and just like all over the internet as well. For some reason chickpeas are like the thing right now. So I tried first, I'm going to give you a little backstory here. I tried first to make chickpea chocolate chip cookies. And I feel like they would have been good, and I gave them to Steven, and he said these are good for a healthy cookie, but I wanted them to be good for a cookie. But the whole reason that I think that they were good for a healthy cookie has to do with the texture. So I didn't have a food processor, so I used my NutriBullet, which worked, but it left the chickpeas still a little chunky, so I feel like if I would have like just blended it a little bit longer, or maybe just like mashed it up extra afterwards, like it would have been better. But those are fixable things, so I'm probably going to try that again at a later date. I only have one can of chickpeas though, so yeah, only one batch got tried. But with that residual chickpea water, aquafaba, whatever you call it, I am now going to try and make aquafaba meringues. Okay, so first things first, we have to preheat the oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so next up we have one 15-ounce chickpea can worth of the like liquid from it. I just drained it and set it aside. It's been in the fridge for like a day. I read somewhere that if you keep the aquafaba in the fridge overnight, it gets more of the consistency of egg whites, and I had to say it is more of like a, you see it like runs up the side and then comes down. It's more like egg whites now than it was when I first took it out of the chickpea can. Okay, and then, oops, you're going to add a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar, which was a relatively elusive ingredient for my area. I'm in like a college town right now, so it was pretty darn hard to find this. Oh gosh, how do I get the top off here? I don't want to dump the whole thing. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to scoop out a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar, probably flat. Put that in with the egg whites and whisk. I'll see you in about 10 minutes because I know it's going to take a freaking long time for this stuff to get to the consistency of like whipped eggs. I am taking a quick break because I reread the instructions and it says I'm only supposed to beat it for the first time until it gets to this, like a white foamy consistency. It's not solid yet. And then we're going to gradually start adding 1/2 cup of just plain old white sugar, and then keep going with that for another like 5-ish minutes, I think. Or until stiff peaks start to form. And then we, like, while that's going and we're adding sugar, after the sugar's all added, we add vanilla just to taste. Yeah, and then just keep beating that until it forms stiff peaks. And I will show you what that looks like, I guess, and keep beating. Just gonna keep beating this. Okay. I have added about half of the sugar. You can keep adding. Okay, I just added the vanilla, and I'm adding in the last of the sugar. Still going strong. It's been like close to 5 minutes. I think we're at like soft peaks, not quite at stiff peaks though. But we're getting somewhere. That's how it's looking. So I just tried it. It's not quite done yet. It's very, very close. See, the still kind of goes that way a little bit. So we're almost there. It tastes really good though. It's very sweet. It doesn't taste like bean at all, which is cool. So I'm gonna finish this off and then get piping and cooking. I'll see you then. Okay, we have stiff peaks. It is, I don't know if you can, very stiff peaks, I think. So I am going to get this loaded into a piping bag, and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna pipe it out. It's not actually a piping bag, it's a Ziploc bag, but you know, same difference. Okay, so I am now just going to load up the piping bag. This is a stiff peak. If it's like, whoa, if I ever did see one. Get that off into here. When you're doing this, just be very careful you're not knocking the air out that we just spent like 10 minutes putting into this. Because that's essentially what we just did, is we just made a buttload of air bubbles. And I always think it's so interesting when you're like whipping things up like this, that like we started out with so little, like 6 ounces of liquid, and this is what we ended up with, this like massive amount of things. Okay, just about all in there. Okay. I did not think this through. I should have gotten a much larger bag. This is like a quart-sized bag. I would definitely go for a gallon-sized bag if you're doing this, because I'm making a mess on the top here. And that's good enough. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut off the side. Cut this little bit here and pipe away. So these are meant to cook for about an hour and a half in the oven, and do not open it, just let it sit. Cook it for about an hour and a half, and then you let it stay in the oven for a while longer. They may be a little soft, but ideally after you let them sit in the oven for about anywhere to overnight to at least, I saw most places online saying 2 hours, to let them kind of dry out and solidify, and then they should be harder, but still kind of soft on the inside. So I'm gonna get these in the oven, and I will show you what they look like when they're all done. So while those are in the oven, I actually was kind of getting bored and decided to make a lavender simple syrup. So that's just pretty much equal parts water, and then however much lavender or other flavors that you may want to add, you can just leave it as like a syrup, or you can add different flavoring. I've seen people make Earl Grey, green tea, like spicy ones, bubblegum, all whatever you can imagine a flavored syrup to be, people make. And it's essentially what it is, just flavored syrup. But I thought, since it's kind of hot out today, I would do a lavender one and then make like a little fresh strawberry mashup to put on top and just kind of drizzle the two. So that's what I did, and yeah, I'll show you what that looks like then, but I just wanted to update you that I did something different. I went off the script. Such a renegade. Okay, I'll show you guys later. Yeah. renegade baker. What? Yeah. Okay guys, so the little meringues are out of the oven now, and they actually I let them sit out for like a half hour-ish, and they're pretty they're hard. Like, look at that, that's like solid thing. So this is what they all look like. They're all down here chilling out. I think it's pretty important to let them cool. All the recipes that I referenced said to make sure that you let them cool at least for like 2 hours, but I'm an impatient person, so I'm just gonna eat some now. But I'm gonna plate it up with some strawberries that I have soaked for about the same time that the meringues were in the oven. So they were just in some lemon juice with a little bit of basil, and then I mixed in some of that lavender simple syrup, and this, hold on, let me turn you guys around, is what the strawberries look like, and these are the final products of the meringues. So, hold on, let me focus. Why are you not? Okay, yeah, so those are the meringues. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm going to do for today. I think that I might want to get another can of these chickpeas and make and show you guys how I made the chocolate chip cookies. They were actually pretty good. I know I said that they were a little chunky and not from the good kind of chunky that chunky chocolate toast would do, as in they were just bad texture wise, but they tasted good. They had those all the elements were there. I just executed a little poorly. Yeah, so I think I will probably do another chickpea video. This is not the end of them, just because there's so many cool things that you can do with them that I had no clue about really, and I've eaten them all my life, so you know, learn new things every day. Yeah, let me know if you guys try this recipe, or if you try any other recipes, or if there's something that you want me to try or you want to see me do. Yeah, and I'll try and do it, or try your recipes and see if it's cool, and then maybe show a video of it if it's cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you would do me the favor of clicking the little subscribe button, and if you feel so inclined to click the notification little bell right next to it, that would be lovely. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. Bye!